Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this situation, but last Friday, Nas decided to release King's Disease 2. And one of the tracks that he released, titled Death Row East, I personally feel disrespected Tupac Shakur just based on the fact that he brought up the situation that happened between Tupac and Stretch. I feel like he had no business talking about this because he wasn't there, and he doesn't even know that Stretch was affiliated with Jimmy Henchman. I don't feel like he even knows about that side of the story. Jimmy Henchman wanted Tupac to get shot. He wanted Tupac set up, and the only person that he could reach out to was Stretch. Stretch owed money to Jimmy Henchman, and to sort of pay off his debt, he needed to set up Tupac. That's what Jimmy wanted, based on what the shooters have confessed in a taped confession.
So that day that shit happened, November 30th, 1994, it wasn't just Tupac and Freddie Nichols. Stretch was with them too?
Stretch was with them too, yeah. Stretch set the whole shit up. He was in cahoots. He was giving us play-by-play where they was at. On their way there, he was in communication with Jimmy and shit. You know, Jimmy promised them two big eights and shit.
Wow. So he sold Pac out for a quarter brick, basically.
Basically.
Napoleon from the Outlaws has gone out of his way, and he has said that Stretch came to Tupac's hotel room.
So when Pac got shot in that elevator, he was staying at this actress house, you understand? And he was hiding out. He didn't feel like staying in the hospital. He pretty much was staying in the house, and he was, you know, he was messed up from being shot. And I remember one time Stretch came there, and Stretch said, you know, I spoke to Jimmy Henchman. And Jimmy Henchman said, Pac, you don't got enough money, you don't want to go to war with him. And he was like, Jimmy Henchman said, you know, get your money right, then go to war. And, you know, for me, I'm only like 14, 15 years old, but I'm looking at the situation like that's kind of odd right there. You supposed to be Pac homie, but you bringing him a message from his enemies. You know, the way, and even from growing up in New Jersey, the way I am on my block, if you come with the message from the enemy, we automatically take you as an enemy. Do you understand? So I was like, you know, what is Pac gonna do? And Pac, he just said, okay. He ain't really say much. He said, okay. You know what I mean?
I know you didn't think I forgot. Hell no, I ain't forgot. I just remember what you told me. You said don't go to war unless I got my money right. I got my money right, nigga. Now I want war.
Now with all of this in place, I feel like the person, just based on the last seconds of the track, of the Death Row East track, you can hear Ed Lover on the track sort of, you know, announcing to New York City that Tupac is dead. This was at a concert the same day that Tupac died. He basically announced it to the audience, New York City.
At 7:03 p.m. New York time, 4:03 p.m. Las Vegas time, Tupac Shakur passed away, y'all.
I feel like the person that was pushing Nas to release this particular record, saying this about Stretch not setting up Tupac, was Ed Lover, because Ed Lover has tried to, you know, defend Stretch over the last couple of years, sort of saying that he had nothing to do with it. And I feel like it was because he was really close friends with Stretch. I personally don't think that he knew that he was working with Jimmy Henchman at the time. So I personally feel like it's not even Nas's place or his place to tell Nas, you know, to mention this about Stretch not setting up Tupac when there's clearly an audio confession of Stretch disrespecting Tupac, saying that whatever happened to Tupac, Tupac did to himself.
Tupac got shot trying to go for his gun or whatever. He made a mistake on his own. He did something to his mother. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give him a chance to tell the world what he did to his mother. So.
Again, it's not Nas's place to sort of, you know, bring this back up after so many years, especially after Tupac confronted you at the marketing camp where he was promoting Death Row East. You didn't really have anything to say about this based on what Napoleon said. You guys shook hands, and the fact that after so many decades you're bringing this back up, I don't know why. But it just goes to show that Tupac wasn't entirely wrong about these people. If he was still here, they wouldn't be saying any of these things. And for those who don't know, Stretch was actually killed 1 year later, the same day that Tupac was shot at Quad Studios. Tupac mentioned this in one of his songs.
And that was down for me, rest of day. Switch sides, guess his new friends wanted him dead.
Jimmy Henchman was the one who actually had him killed. And it's just, you know, it's strange to me why Nas keeps putting these two things together, Stretch and Tupac. and why Ed Lover can't let go of it. At the end of the day, it's just a record, and it is what it is, but I feel like it's just disrespectful to the legacy of Tupac Shakur, just based on the things that have been surfacing behind the scenes and the confessions that the shooters made. I feel like Nas and Ed Lover should have just kept their mouths shut about this entire situation, because now there's going to be hip-hop fans who are going to be thinking that Tupac was dissing Stretch for no reason.
I did more for the East Coast than the East Coast did. I put more guns in East Coast hands than East Coast did when they came out here. I put them on the more weed gates and weed spots and safe havens and safe spots than the East Coast did. I put more rappers on than they did. I gave Biggie his first shows.
Let me know what you guys think about this record down in the comments below. What do you think about it? What do you think about the lyrics? Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.